you will notice that we have no traffic problems at all. Which is kind of amazing, because remember when we started, we had such serious traffic problems, and the game's also lagging because it's trying to like the city's getting big. And see, this is another reason why I don't want to grow the city anymore, because the simulation actually is starting to chug a little bit because of how big the city is. That, and also I actually have stuff running in the background, which is probably not a good idea. But remember, like, we had such serious traffic problems earlier on in the game, and now we just don't. We just don't have problems. And I think it's mostly just the junctions I built. Just using the junctions that I built, and they're just good junctions. The T junction, the X junction, the on-ramps and off-ramps. Look at it, there's just no congestion anywhere. Kind of amazing. I don't know what I was expecting. But you know, as I said, at the beginning of the playthrough we had so much problem with congestion. And now we don't. Like, once we get used to the pattern of like building like a grid of highways and then putting in our zoning between the grid, once you get used to that particular pattern of building your city, then everything is fine. Literally everything is fine, and there's no congestion anywhere. I mean, some of it is busy, sure, but it's not congested. There's no traffic jams. Even here, which used to be the biggest problem, right? Look at that, nothing at all. No problems at all. Fascinating. I find these sorts of simulations quite fascinating, just, you know, because like there's like like there's emergent problems. You have wait a minute, why is there demand and nobody's building here? The game says that there's demand, but there's no one building here. Let me zone more of this. What they need to do is join up here, because there's no power until they build up here. Yeah, like, because of the simulation, there's like the game presents problems for you to solve just by virtue of how the simulation is designed and the rules that the simulation tells you need to play by. And the traffic simulation is one of these things where, because of the way the traffic works, you have a problem, like a complex problem to solve. And it really is a complex problem, because there's a huge network of streets that you can join up any way you like, and then all these little trucks just kind of travel around, and you have to figure out how to make it work. Why is there no power? There should be power. There's literally a thing right there. How is there no power? I think the game simulation might be struggling to keep up. Are you kidding me? How is it? It's joined up. It's literally joined up. Why? power, and then... Are you serious? Okay, let me just do that. Let me... Come on. Come on, join up. Join up. There. Okay, now there's power. Wow. Wow. Really? Wow. Okay. What to do next? There is demand for offices, which I guess we'll put down here. Like that. And I do actually want to join this up at this end too, because there's like stuff down here. So the fire and police coverage are pretty good, except maybe we can use a bit more here. Can probably use a bit more coverage down here. There is power. That's kind of awkward. Let me go fire and police. There's a park there though. Clinic? Again, we don't need this, but for the sake of happiness, we're gonna put that stuff in. And let me just put that there so that we can join up that power there, hopefully. Alright, and again, we're just gonna wait for the city to grow. We're fairly close. Fairly close. I think I'll start building more factories again once we... I don't know, should I keep building office parks or more factories? Factories, there's pollution problems, there's transport problems, there's trucks, and everything else. But they're kind of fun. It's kind of fun to build factories. We do forestry down here. Maybe I should check this stuff. So what are my natural resources? What is a massive forest there that we're not using? Not traffic. What am I looking at? Oh, actually, is there something I should look at? Interesting. Interesting. Pollution, transport, crime, population, outside connections. Here we go. We're importing ore. We're importing some oil, importing some agricultural products, some forestry products. We're exporting goods and some forest. So we don't actually need. We don't need forestry. We don't need forestry. We need a bit of agriculture, and then ore and oil if we care about that. So where might we put agriculture? We're not there. Put a bit of... It's not really good agriculture, is it? Put a bit of agriculture down here. And this is ore and oil. Available, used. Look, the thing is, this used to be ore, but it's been completely mined out, I think, around here. But it doesn't seem to matter. Like we mined out the ground, but it's still like operating normally. Like nobody seems to care about the fact that there's no ore in the ground anymore. So I don't really know how that works. I thought like if you use up the resources, then you know things will get abandoned because you know that's how things work in real life. But I guess not. Okay, what's going on? Haven't quite built up all of the zones yet, so we're still going to let it expand. Well, now that we're here. Let me add that and that, although it does destroy some power lines. Alright, turn that back up. I don't think we need factories. I think the game is perfectly happy to just continue having offices and importing goods. Although we're exporting goods, aren't we? Land value. Oh, this is interesting. Curious. Not all that useful. So the I'm building some. Wait a minute. What's this? Districts, leisure. I forgot what it is. People, outside connections. Right. So we're not importing goods. We're exporting goods. Look at that. We're exporting all these goods. So we don't actually need any more factories because we are producing far more goods than we are consuming. Maybe a bit of agriculture. Don't really want to do oil and ore. And if it's agriculture, agriculture is going to be down here because this is really the only good place for it, isn't it? Should we do that? Should we do it now? Put like a highway. I don't know. I don't really want to do that. No. We need to unlock the offices first, and then we can do that. All right, what's going on here? The power has joined up, so we can delete these power lines if I can find them. Alright, and there's a bit of commercial demand, but it's not completely filled in those just yet. Look at all these shiny buildings. Look at this one. Micronado Game Studios? What does that say? Hold on. Microndo Game Studio. Funny. Alright, that looks good. Oh, the thing with the congestion is that, remember, this was congested because everybody living here was like working over here, and so they had to travel to work along this backbone. But now that, for example, there's places to work here, they might travel this way to work. And so then, we're not relying on one highway for everybody anymore. Like, there's like an actual network where you can go in other directions and work in other places. So that also helps with the congestion. The fact that we're not relying on a single highway backbone to serve everybody. Office zones, high density commercial zone, low density commercial zone. Alright, what do we do? We do offices here. What do? We do offices here, like that. And hopefully have the power join up there. And we do commercial up here, I guess. Joining up over here. Just zone that one as well. And like that. Let's just zone all of this through there. Good. Alright, there you go. More zones. More office, more commercial. More office. Why not? More office. Still no demand for residential yet. But it will come eventually. Alright, more office, more commercial. Is that always going to be awkward? It is, because there's no normal road connection. This is going to be like an empty space, I think. Never mind, we just leave it like that. And we just join this up and not worry too much about it. Here, I believe... I want to... go up like that and join there so that we can join this up. Yes, that's good. Alright, might as well do this. Might as well well, since we're here, let's go underneath here and say come through like that. And join. Wait a minute. What does that say? Distance too short. What are you even talking about? Why is that? Oh, there you go. Alright, join that up. Might as well do that. And that. That looks good. And there's a little bit of space through here, so we'll just do that. And there's a little bit of space through here, so we'll do this. Sure, why not? And there's a bit of space through here, which... oops. Which, which we can just do that. Oh, that was easy. And then we just do this. Come down the beach there, join that up, why not? Oh, good. Good, I like that. Check the coverage. Fire, police, that should be fine. Alright, so what I'm thinking is, I'll zone officers into this corner, and then once the corner is filled, then we can just put a power line across there, and then we can remove this big long power line down here for no reason. So that's gonna help us. Let's check the power. Huh, they haven't built here yet. Interesting. Alright, well we'll just let the computer figure that out by itself. And that's zoned as well. Alright, we're just gonna continue to wait for the city to grow. We are 1,000 squares short. Oh, more parks? These people are not happy with the amount of parks they have. Maybe they'll be happier if I do this. And that's a bit slower, but eventually we'll get there. Eventually we'll get there.